happy with what God created. He gave you every flaw, blemish, and quirk. He knew that you wouldn't be exactly what someone was looking for, held back, not bought, so you could be worth so much more. Appreciated because the need was still met via a different door. When you thought you were skipped, God had other plans in store. Value is created from the intricacies of one's mindset. You're the diamond in the rough just going through a mind test. Be patient, there's a purpose for all this mind stress. God's plan is for you to feel way up.
Hey, that's it.
Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. You may feel like an old clearance item now, but what God sees is his work of art. Beautifully enchanting. Amen. He may not come when you want him. No, it don't work on your time. But always expect him, especially after enduring all the crazy boot camps and hills you've climbed here. More than a conqueror, you're built to last. Still going through the growing stages, something like a rough draft. Think about it as being conserved for growth and not just surpassed. Something worth the wait, not worth being trashed. I'm talking about department stores, clearances, something like you and me. How do I compare to a clearance rack, you ask? Calm down, hear me out, just listen, you'll see. Your mind and its set is what's controlling the beat of your heart and what it feels like, the things it needs. Value is created from the intricacies of one's mindset. You're the diamond in the rough just going through a mind test. Be patient, there's a purpose for all this mind stress. God's plan is for you to feel way up, because you're blessed. To be chosen, to be loved and adored by many, to be shown off, bragged about, friends with plenty, no use for old stuff, the junk that's worth pennies. Nah, you want to be a dime, but that your goal is a 20. But in reality, you feel like a tossed away blouse from last year's spring, forgotten about, ignored, left behind in 2014. Expecting the worst in this nightmare, gonna fix this bad dream. Waiting to feel like something worth more than a 25-cent ring. Feeling like you're an old, dirty, unwanted mess. Tried out, mixed up, doesn't flow with the rest. Wrong size, not cute, marked down for less. Lost the button, small hole, and makeup stained fest. What's clearance to you? Seeing a gold mine, a wonderful treasure chest? Or finding the worst items in the store separated from the best? Value is created from the intricacies of one's mindset. You're the diamond in the rough just going through a mind test. Be patient, there's a purpose for all this mind stress. God's plan is for you to feel way up. Let me tell you about a story of an underdog waiting to flex. Samuel set out to find a king born from Jesse. There were 7 sons available. One had to be selected. Tall, handsome, clean, and respected. Though one by one, God told Samuel to reject them. The 8th son, youngest of them all, David, was elected. Now, I'm sure Samuel thought, this kid? Really, God? How could this be? A teenage boy who was short, ruddy, and just a herder of sheep. There must be another option, surely another son to see. Something like the clearance. David was treated like he was almost free. But one thing about the Father is that he'll send out the call way before your time. I mean, way before when you're only a child who's maybe 8 or 9. But the plan is for you to wait patient when you're alive. The moment will come when it's your opportunity to shine. Value is created from the intricacies of one's mindset. You're the diamond in the rough just going through a mind test. Be patient, there's a purpose for all this mind stress. God's plan is for you to feel way up. But when God speaks a word over your life, just accept it and press forward on the path towards his light. This isn't a battle or a war that you need to try to fight. It's all in his timing. Everything will be all right. So a few years later, when Goliath started tripping and nobody could defeat him, David stepped up and said, hey, you know what, I think I could beat him. And he drew his slingshot, knocking Goliath down. The victory was won. A new king had been found. In Ecclesiastes 3:1-8, it talks about how there's a time for everything. Don't get caught up in what you think should or shouldn't be happening. When God is ready to move, it doesn't matter what people say. Just continue to be you and God will make the way. Value is created from the intricacies of one's mindset. You're the diamond in the rough just going through a mind test. Be patient, there's a purpose for all this mind stress. God's plan is for you to feel way up. Looked over, picked over, waiting on acceptance. David waited on his chance, and when the time came, he didn't second guess it. I'm here to tell you to be unwanted damage reduced time and time again. Sounds all bad, but it's all a part of his divine purpose and plan. You see wrong, he sees right. You see darkness, he sees the light. You think up, he thinks down. You think peasant, he thinks crown. In Isaiah 55:8, it states that our thoughts are not his thoughts and our ways are not his ways. But at the end of the day, we're too busy bowing down to false idols instead of giving him all praise. Looking in the mirror confused and asking what you see, or being a follower of others and losing what makes you the best.
Right.
Stop feeling like you're mixed up, unclean, maybe even cheap, because God has set you apart to show the haters and the naysayers that from the lowest valleys you can still reach the highest peaks. Amen. You question, why not me? I want to be chosen first like the rest. And God is saying, wait, sweet child, I'm shaping and molding you to obtain nothing short of the best. Value is created from the intricacies of one's mindset. You're the diamond in the rough just going through a mind test. Be patient, there's a purpose for all this mind stress. God's plan is for you to feel
way up.
Don't throw in the towel. Don't give in, just wait. I know it's tough, but the best thing you can do is pray. Seek God first and acknowledge him starting today. Most likely there's been a word spoken over you that you've got to obey.
Ouch.
Stop comparing yourself to Jim, Mike, Sarah, and Sue, Keisha, Ashley, and Marlon too. All I can say is what God has for you is for you to get out of your own way and allow him to do what he needs to do. Created to serve a purpose, perfect and wonderfully made, provision and favor granted to the one who stays steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord, because of his grace and mercy, you'll be restored. Imagine how David felt. Probably like some of you. Discouraged, unworthy, valueless too. But I'm here to tell you that it's all lies, none of it's true. You were made to do tough work, but if you listen, he'll guide you through.
Jesus.
Don't allow the enemy to beat you, defeated, black and blue. You're not just some clearance item at all. You're one of God's sharpest tools. Value is created from the intricacies of one's mindset. You're the diamond in the rough just going through a mind test. Be patient.